Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're actually gonna react to one of the most expected solo debuts of the year, and it's gonna be the one and only, the golden child, Jungkook from BTS, and he's gonna be singing his brand new release, Standing Next to You, on iHeartRadio live, and I am so freaking excited. This is one of the performances that I was super excited about because I really did hope that right after his album release, we're gonna get tons and tons of live singing because Jungkook is just notoriously known as a really, really good singer. So there's gonna be a lot of goodness. I'm excited. Let's start. Okay. I am actually hearing this song for the very first time. Ooh, that's a vibe. What a showman. Ooh. Oh, I like this style for him. I like that. There was a little bit of a texture there. If he's going for the era and the sound that I am thinking after listening to that intro, that was perfect. Oh my god. A little bit of a grit, just tiny. Nice supported tone there. So I like his work with air. It does contribute a lot to dynamics, and for the style like this, dynamics is really, really important. So he's got a little bit of a half and half, so tan, 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 tan. And the moment he's going higher or into the more pronounced part of the phrase, is cleaning it up, almost edging to that little bit of a grit in his voice, just a tiny little bit. So good. Ooh, that was beautiful falsetto there. On that phrase, you could hear how beautifully fluent his reconnection there is. You couldn't hear absolutely no vocal break there. He was working beautifully around it. So you do hear that he is coming up into his falsetto. That is really substantial. What I like about Jungkook falsetto is that it's not very airy. It's not too lightweight. It matches his voice really nice. It has a little bit of a metallic quality, but it's bright and it's quite strong. And he was basically fluctuating between his lower register and his falsetto. But it was so fluent that you could not tell when he was actually working around that vocal break. Very good job. Okay, let me hear it. Good air support. He repeated it there maybe 3 to 4 times. You have such a good impact on that particular tone. Hey, hey, hey. It's a really good one, especially with a lot of movement. You're gonna appreciate sounds like this. Oh, this has such an authentic vibe. Good climb, a little bit of a grit into that climb, into that really, really, really beautiful bright mix. You can hear how his voice actually widens there. You have to get a little bit of a width into your tone to get into that really nice metallic pocket. He is so well known for that particular sound. I do love it. So you can hear the difference here. This is the falsetto, and the one previously you could hear much more width, much more substance into that tone. I mean, Jungkook is one of the singers that are notoriously known for being able to sing even with so much movement, which, yeah, you do need your brilliant stamina for that, a good breath support. You have to know how to work with the tone and how to create a really stable, substantial tone while moving quite a lot as well. You could hear that the moment he started to move a little bit more, he started to use a little bit of cries at the end of the phrases, so the tones are supported, strong, and he's just cutting them off with the cries, which is really good choice for movement.
Standing next to you.
Oh my god. I have to say that from the music, from the sound of the instrumental to him singing this is very authentic for the era and style he was going for. Even the dance is very, 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 very authentic kind of to that. I'm not a dancer. I'm a vocal coach, but I have to say that he just makes it look so incredibly good, so cool. His movement is so sharp. I just loved how very dramatically he put that microphone down. And you just know that he's about to hit you with like a massive dance break. Like, woo! Damn, the stamina. I like the song. I like the song a lot. And I have to say that very often when soloists from the bands are coming out with their, when people from the bands are coming out with their own solos, very often I feel like it's just, it very often just missed the mark. Not that the solos wouldn't be good, but somehow they miss the mark on matching their personality, matching their vibe. And I have to say that everything that Jungkook actually came out with, all the singles and now this album, it's screaming Jungkook. And I think he had also quite a lot of impact on that and quite a lot of input because, again, very often when companies are debuting solos of the members of the bands, they really miss the mark on capturing their essence and capturing their personality. I think it's mainly because just company has this kind of, vision for it, and then it just doesn't quite work. But this works for him perfectly. If you would ask me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, what I would kind of imagine for him, it would be this. It has essence of a pop rock a little bit. It still incorporates his singing style perfectly, but he actually even pushed it a little further. I like the grit. I liked a little bit of a texture in his voice as well. It gave him a chance to dance. It just translated his charisma. I loved it. I think this was a really, really good live performance and a really good piece for Jungkook. But if you did enjoy this performance, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here is the video that YouTube actually recommends for you, and here is the rest of my Korean reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.